Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right behind me we have a beautiful 1965 Triumph Spitfire race car. It's powered by a 1147cc high revving motor, so that's one of the most sought after motors. Nice 4-speed transmission. It has a 6-point bolt-in roll bar with the bottom tabs welded, and today we're going to give you guys a comprehensive walk around and test drive. If you guys want to find out more information on this ride or any of the inventory we have, click on the link below. It'll have underside shots, hundreds of photos, and all the information you need in order to buy a car just like this. Let's do it. We're taking this thing out for a test drive. It is peppy for sure. We're gonna let it warm up and jump onto Marina Mile, just do a quick little turnaround, and you guys get to see how this thing runs. Clutch is very, very grabby, perfect for Sebring. Oh, it's like a motorcycle. Oh yeah, put me back behind the wheel, baby. It runs good. It wants to be up there. I mean, your shift point is 7,000. We're in third gear right now. Feels very, very nice. Very light, very nimble. Man, if you guys are looking for a really fun one, this is definitely it. If you have a shift light here, we'll test that out in a little bit. Oh, yeah, baby. Listen to that sound. You would not expect this small motor to make this noise. It sounds like a wasp. Steering feels really tight. Once again, we had this completely gone through by Keith's Rods and Customs. Downshifts are easy. Box steering, the box is working as it should. This is when we get to test out a little bit of the acceleration, see what the speed will really do. Here we go. Looking for a race car, click on the link below and have all the information you need. This is awesome. Amazing! This is the coolest shit ever. This thing needs to be at Sebring right now. Let's talk about the overall condition of this 65 Spitfire. Extremely nice for being a race car. Paint is even. There is no vinyl, so this is actually painted on. Very, very nice condition. I would rate this one a 7 out of 10. We had this service at Keith's Rods and Customs before we actually put it on the turntable, and they were very impressed with the overall condition. We replaced the brakes, the fluids, and we put some high tests inside there. Interior is very nice, and we'll go over that later on. All of your panels are even. I love the hood design because it's easy to work on. You can actually fold it up, and we'll show you that later. Door gaps are even. Your doors still open up nicely and close nicely. All of your trim is very nice, and one of my favorite parts would be all of the aluminum accents that they added throughout the platform. So you have this really nice aluminum cover right here with the Lexan glass. Your front headlights have been modified with aluminum billet covers, and then once again, this is a swing design front hood, so you can actually swing it forward and you're able to get right in there. Steering wheel is very nice. You do have a AccuSump system, so that's going to keep oil in the motor when you're taking corners. So they call this the Corvette Killer because of its lightweight design and then the high revving 1147cc engine. It does have a very good history. So this was actually the first lawyer for FedEx, and that's pretty neat. So this guy was at the beginnings of when FedEx started. And if you guys don't know the history of FedEx, they were about to go bankrupt. They had $5,000 in their account, and the actual president decided to go over to Vegas and ended up pulling $27,000, and you see what FedEx does today. That has nothing to do with this car. I just thought that was a cool fact to tell you. Once again, body lines are very even. There is no Bondo, so when you go through the whole entire car and you look at the underside, you're going to see how nice it is. You can open up the latches right here with ease. Front fascia, just minor imperfections, nothing major. I would say that this is easily a 7 out of 10 because it is a race car, and there's a minor dimple on this side right here, so you'll see that in the gallery. Opening up the hood is quite easy. You could do it yourself. 2 latches, and then you do have a safety harness right here, or strap with a spring to keep it in place. We have an 1147cc, which is a high revving motor. This is one of the more sought after motors for the Triumph guys that actually race. It has double springs for the valve guides. We took the valve cover off to take photos of that, so you'll see that. We also have the head information in the gallery. This does have an upgraded header, I believe. So I know that the 1147s came with dual manifolds, but this one looks like it's been modified for mounting to the head. So you guys that are Triumph nuts, please let me know what's going on there. Once again, SU carbs. We went through all the fuel, filters, oil, and we checked everything in regards to safety. Brand new front brakes. The actual slicks are older, but it fits with the car. Whoever buys this, if you're gonna race it, I would replace the slicks for sure. So the suspension has been updated. You do have updated springs and dampeners. Steering is very nice and tight. I don't see any leaks, and this has been sitting on the turntable for almost 2 days. I don't see anything underneath it. It is ready to go. Let's close this and continue on with the passenger side. Looking at the passenger side, it's the same condition as the driver's side. Remember, this is a race car, so you're gonna have minor imperfections near the doors. There is a small imperfection right here, a little crease where the Valvoline sticker is, and some minor, I would say, rash from opening it up and closing it because it does touch before you latch it. And once again, Tucker Morris, which was the prior owner of this car, was the first lawyer for FedEx when it started, which is pretty neat. So he raced this in Savannah, Georgia, and he was based out of North Carolina. The wheels are mini lights, they look great. Hoosier tires are older, but they are not cracked, so if you wanna just play with it before you put new tires on it, you can. Once again, my favorite part would be all the little features. So you have all the aluminum here, you have the dual mirrors, and then the back section is really neat too. So you have your fuel cell that's been modified right here, and we have 100 octane in it, but I believe you can run lesser octane. I just like to put anything that's a race car, put 100 octane on it and be safe. Rubber latches right here are removable. You have your vent tube for your fuel cell, and then all of the little trick pieces, like these little aluminum blocks for the actual, where the bumper would go. Lights operate, all of your graphics, so your logos are still proper. This is just such a unique piece. I wanna show you guys the inside of the trunk. So you have a little latch right here that's held by rubber grommets. And then you just pull it up, and you have a nice fuel-safe fuel tank with the fuel pump right there. You have your breather that goes outside, which is proper. This also has a full fire suppression system, and you can see all the brackets that were factory from the Triumph, so you have all this in place. The rubber has seen better days, but once again, this is a race car. Let's close this and take a look inside. Taking a look at the interior, typical race car. So this reminds me of when we had our chump car, which is a BMW. You do have a Kirky seat, which is the best in regards to bang for your buck. So cheap, but works well. Does have Sparco seat belts, which have the nice livery from 2003-4, and that's when they were manufactured. You have RPM, oil pressure, oil temperature, and water temperature, which would be your most important items for a race car. Your battery is located here with a quick jump in case you need it. This does have as a MSD Digital 6 Plus, so you do have a shift light, which you see illuminated right now. So how you start this is you're gonna turn on your main power. This is mandatory for a race car, so you can turn off power in case something happens, God forbid. The actual roll cage itself is welded in and it's bolted on the top half here, and you do have a strut bar that goes across. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of contact, so it makes it very rigid. The actual floor is open and it does have some nice insulation mats. You do have a fire suppression system, so you pull this out before you take it for a spin, and if you need to use it, yank that. You do have an AccuSump, so how you start this, clutch in. You're gonna release the pressure from the AccuSump. Your gauge is gonna go down to 0. That's lubricating your engine. You're going to put your ignition on. You're gonna see that this is gonna flicker. You're gonna put your fuel on, and in this case, it's already been primed, and it starts up. So, this thing's awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to click like and subscribe below. Also, if you want to support us, click on the link down there. It's going to have our Shopify, keychains, shirts, hats, the whole 9 yards. Thanks again. See you later. If you guys have any questions, give us a call at 954-363-2261. I'm Adam.
Can't stop falling for you.